Hi, everyone. I'm Kate Bertram, author of Creating Stickiness. Let's talk about the most overused yet underpracticed word in leadership: accountability. You've heard it hundreds of times. We need to hold people accountable. It's practically corporate wallpaper. But here's the question: do we actually know what we mean when we say that? Do we really understand what we're asking for? Here's the truth: accountability isn't about finger pointing, it's not about policing, and it's not about creating fear. Accountability is simply about ownership. It's about people stepping up, not because they're scared, but because they're committed. And when it's done right, it's not harsh. It's actually one of the most generous things we can offer each other. In truly sticky organizations, accountability is a gift. It says, I see what you're capable of, and I'm not going to let you sell yourself or our team short. It's tough love. It says, you matter too much to me to let this slide. Accountability fuels excellence, not just compliance. And when it's absent, that's when the wheels start coming off. Think of a culture without accountability like a ship with no rudder, drifting, spinning in circles, and occasionally crashing into a metaphorical iceberg. Without accountability, morale erodes, trust crumbles, and performance flatlines. So, if accountability is so important, why do we avoid it like a trip to the dentist? Here's why. We fear conflict. We want to keep the peace. We're afraid of pushback or someone quitting. We never have been trained for hard conversations, or we're just too busy. But here's the plot twist: avoiding accountability doesn't save time, it drains it. A lack of accountability today guarantees bigger problems tomorrow. Accountability collapses when expectations are vague or consequences are weak. Ever hear of other duties as assigned? That's corporate code for we're going to surprise you later. And when some people are held to a standard while others are not, trust tanks, fairness dies, and the culture gets sticky, but in all the wrong ways. Here's the thing: leadership starts at the top. You cannot expect your team to be more accountable than you are. Great leaders own their own results. They admit their missteps. They don't dodge tough conversations or hide behind "we'll circle back." When leaders model accountability, it cascades through the organization. It creates alignment, it creates trust, and it builds a culture where everyone says, we're in this together, and we hold each other to the same high standards. So ask yourself, are expectations crystal clear for my team? Do you follow through when standards aren't met? Do you recognize good performance, not just punish the bad? Do you give regular, specific feedback? And do you hold yourself accountable to the same standards you expect from others? When the answer is yes, accountability becomes more than a word. It becomes the culture, a competitive edge, and a form of care. Let's bring it home. Accountability isn't punishment, it's promise. A promise that says, you matter, your work matters, and we're showing up for each other every single day. When accountability lives in every corner of the organization, starting from the top, it makes things stick. Lead with accountability, model it, celebrate it, because when you do, you don't just change performance, you change culture. Accountability makes things stick.